Picture this. A massive asteroid, the size of a city, barrels through the vast emptiness of space. It's not just drifting. It's hurtling on an unyielding path, a collision course with our home, Earth. Traveling at a staggering 40,000 miles per hour, this celestial behemoth has one destination, one target: us. The sheer scale of this object is difficult to comprehend. Its shadow alone would be enough to cast entire cities into darkness. The very fabric of our existence, the delicate balance that sustains life as we know it, hangs precariously in the balance. The universe is a vast and unforgiving place. We often find comfort in the seeming permanence of the ground beneath our feet, the predictable rhythm of day and night. But this sense of security is an illusion, a fragile bubble in the cosmic expanse. The universe offers no guarantees, no special treatment. The Earth, our blue oasis in the vast cosmic desert, is not immune to the laws of physics, to the random chaos that governs the cosmos. The asteroid, a silent harbinger of potential chaos, serves as a stark reminder of our vulnerability. It whispers a chilling truth. We are but temporary residents on this planet, our existence subject to the whims of forces far beyond our control. The question is not if, but when, such a catastrophic event might occur. It's a question that has haunted the imaginations of scientists, philosophers, and storytellers for centuries. The consequences of such an impact are almost too terrible to contemplate, a stark and chilling testament to the destructive power of the universe we inhabit. The impact of a planet-killer asteroid would be nothing short of apocalyptic. The very foundations of our civilization would crumble, leaving behind a scarred and desolate landscape. Cities would be reduced to rubble, forests incinerated in an instant. The delicate balance of Earth's ecosystems would be thrown into disarray, triggering a cascade of extinctions that would ripple across the planet. The human race, for all its ingenuity and resilience, would face its greatest challenge yet. Survival, in the face of such overwhelming devastation, would be anything but guaranteed. The very fabric of society, the intricate web of interconnectedness that defines our modern world, would be torn asunder. Yet, even in the face of such unimaginable destruction, a flicker of hope remains. The human spirit, as history has shown time and again, is capable of extraordinary resilience. In the aftermath of this cosmic catastrophe, we would be forced to confront our own mortality, to re-evaluate our place in the grand scheme of the universe. The Earth, throughout its long and tumultuous history, has been no stranger to asteroid impacts. These celestial wanderers, remnants from the early solar system, have left their mark on our planet, shaping its geology, its climate, and even the course of life itself. Most of these impacts, thankfully, have been relatively minor, leaving behind little more than a fleeting streak of light in the sky. But some, etched into the very bedrock of our planet, tell a far more dramatic story. The Chicxulub impact, a cataclysmic event that occurred some 66 million years ago, serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive power of asteroids. A massive asteroid, estimated to have been about 6 miles wide, slammed into Earth near the present-day Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The energy released by the impact was staggering, equivalent to billions of atomic bombs detonating simultaneously. The consequences were nothing short of apocalyptic. The impact triggered wildfires that raged across continents, incinerating everything in their path. Massive earthquakes, unlike anything seen in human history, ripped through the planet's crust. Tsunamis, towering hundreds of feet high, surged across coastlines, swallowing entire landmasses beneath their wrath. And as if these immediate effects were not devastating enough, the impact also released billions of tons of dust and debris into the atmosphere. This global shroud of debris blocked out the sun, plunging the planet into a prolonged period of darkness and cold. Photosynthesis, the very foundation of most life on Earth, ground to a halt. Temperatures plummeted, leading to a global winter that lasted for years. The combined effects of the impact, the fires, the tsunamis, the climate change, wiped out an estimated 75% of all plant and animal species on Earth, including the dinosaurs. The Chicxulub impact serves as a stark warning from the past, a reminder that our planet is not immune to the dangers lurking in the vastness of space. While such catastrophic impacts are thankfully rare, they are a stark reminder of the forces that shaped our planet and continue to influence our destiny. Understanding the science behind these celestial threats is crucial, not only to appreciate the fragility of our existence, but also to develop strategies to mitigate the risks they pose. Scientists classify asteroids based on their size, with objects larger than 1 kilometer in diameter considered potentially hazardous to civilization. These planet killers, as they are ominously dubbed, possess an almost unimaginable amount of kinetic energy due to their immense mass and velocity. When an object of this size collides with Earth, the energy released is equivalent to billions of tons of TNT detonating simultaneously. The impact itself is only the beginning of the devastation. The shockwave generated by the collision travels outward at supersonic speeds, flattening everything in its path. The heat generated by the impact vaporizes rock and soil, creating a massive crater, often miles wide and hundreds of feet deep. The debris ejected from the crater, propelled upwards at tremendous velocities, can travel thousands of miles, raining down on the planet like fiery hailstones. But perhaps the most insidious effect of a large asteroid impact is its impact on Earth's climate. The massive amount of dust and debris ejected into the atmosphere can block out the sun for months or even years, causing a global cooling effect known as an impact winter. This sudden and dramatic climate change can disrupt agriculture, trigger widespread famine, and lead to societal collapse. The severity of an asteroid impact depends not only on the size and speed of the asteroid but also on its composition and its point of impact on Earth. An asteroid striking land will have different consequences than one impacting an ocean, and the effects will vary depending on the latitude and population density of the impact zone. Each impact scenario presents its own unique set of challenges and potential for devastation. An asteroid impact on land, while devastating for the immediate vicinity, would have less of a global impact than an ocean impact. The crater created by the impact would be immense, instantly obliterating any cities or towns within hundreds of miles. The shockwave would radiate outwards, leveling forests, collapsing buildings, and triggering widespread fires. The dust and debris ejected into the atmosphere would block out the sun, causing regional cooling. An asteroid impact in the ocean, however, poses a far greater threat to coastal populations. The impact would generate massive tsunamis, towering walls of water that would race across oceans at hundreds of miles per hour. These tsunamis would inundate coastal cities and towns, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. The impact would also vaporize massive amounts of seawater, releasing steam and aerosols into the atmosphere, potentially disrupting weather patterns and contributing to climate change. An impact in a polar region, while seemingly less catastrophic than a direct hit on a populated area, could have far-reaching consequences for the entire planet. The impact could release vast quantities of methane hydrates, potent greenhouse gases trapped in permafrost and ocean sediments. This sudden release of methane could accelerate global warming, leading to rapid and unpredictable climate change. The moment of impact is not an event. It's a symphony of destruction, a terrifying crescendo of nature's raw power. It begins subtly, a growing point of light in the sky, brighter than any star, brighter even than the sun. What was once a distant threat, a speck of doom in the vastness of space, now dominates the horizon, a harbinger of annihilation hurtling towards its inevitable meeting with Earth. As the asteroid pierces the Earth's atmosphere, the friction ignites it into a blazing inferno, a cosmic torch cutting through the sky. The air itself screams as it's compressed and superheated, a sonic boom that heralds the imminent cataclysm. The heat radiating from the asteroid is so intense that it sets fire to forests and buildings miles away from the impact point. The very air shimmers with distortion, a terrifying prelude to the devastation to come. The light from the asteroid, now a blinding fireball, casts eerie, elongated shadows that dance across the landscape. Animals, sensing the impending doom, flee in terror, their instincts screaming at them to escape the inevitable. Birds scatter in panicked flocks, their calls drowned out by the roar of the approaching asteroid. The world holds its breath, suspended in those final, terrifying seconds between anticipation and annihilation. For those unfortunate souls who happen to be looking skyward, the sight is both mesmerizing and horrifying. The asteroid, a blazing meteor of unimaginable size, streaks across the sky, leaving a fiery trail in its wake. It's a spectacle of awe-inspiring beauty and unspeakable terror, a cosmic drama playing out on a scale that defies human comprehension. And then, In a heartbeat, it's over. The moment of impact is instantaneous and absolute. The asteroid, traveling at tens of thousands of miles per hour, slams into the Earth's crust with the force of 1 billion atomic bombs. The energy released is beyond comprehension, instantly vaporizing millions of tons of rock, soil, and anything else in its path. The impact site, once a familiar part of our planet's geography, is obliterated in a flash of blinding light and searing heat. A crater, miles wide and thousands of feet deep, is carved into the Earth's surface in milliseconds. The surrounding landscape, for hundreds of miles in every direction, is instantly reshaped. Mountains crumble, valleys are filled, and coastlines are redrawn as the shockwave from the impact radiates outward, traveling at supersonic speeds. The air itself becomes superheated, instantly incinerating anything within a vast radius. Forests burst into flames, buildings are pulverized, and the very ground melts into a molten slag. The sound of the impact, a deafening roar that defies description, reverberates around the planet, a death knell for countless life forms. At the impact site, the devastation is absolute. Nothing survives. The asteroid, its kinetic energy spent, is vaporized along with its target. All that remains is a gaping wound in the Earth's crust, a testament to the unimaginable power unleashed in that single catastrophic moment. The world, forever scarred by this cosmic violence, will never be the same. The impact of a planet-killer asteroid is not a localized event. Its effects ripple outward, engulfing the entire globe in a maelstrom of destruction. One of the most devastating consequences of such an impact is the generation of massive tsunamis, towering walls of water that race across oceans at hundreds of miles per hour, bringing destruction and chaos to distant shores. Imagine, if you will, the ocean floor, miles below the surface, suddenly thrust upward with unimaginable force. The water above, displaced by this sudden upheaval, has nowhere to go but up and out, forming a series of waves that radiate outward from the impact site. These waves, initially mere ripples in the vastness of the ocean, quickly gain height and speed as they travel, fueled by the immense energy released by the asteroid. By the time these waves reach shallow coastal waters, they have transformed into monstrous tsunamis, towering walls of water that dwarf even the largest structures built by humans. These walls of water, carrying with them the debris of shattered coastlines, slam into coastal cities and towns with the force of 1,000 battering rams. Buildings crumble, bridges collapse, and entire communities are swept away in the deluge. The scale of the destruction is almost unimaginable. Imagine a wall of water hundreds of feet high crashing down on a modern metropolis. Skyscrapers, once symbols of human ingenuity, are reduced to rubble. Cars and trucks are tossed about like toys, and the people, caught in the path of this unstoppable force, are swept away, their screams swallowed by the roar of the wave. In the immediate aftermath of the impact, the world is a place transformed, almost unrecognizable. The sky, once a familiar blue, is now choked with dust and debris, a swirling maelstrom of ash and fire. The sun, if it can be seen at all, is a dim red orb, its light unable to penetrate the thick pall that envelops the Earth. The air is filled with the acrid smell of smoke and the stench of death. The impact site, now a gaping wound in the Earth's crust, continues to spew forth molten rock and superheated gases, adding to the global chaos. Wildfires, ignited by the initial impact and fueled by the debris raining down from the sky, rage across continents, incinerating everything in their path. The lucky ones die quickly, consumed by the flames. The unlucky ones face a slower, more agonizing demise, suffocating in the superheated air. The Earth, once a vibrant tapestry of life, is now a desolate wasteland, shrouded in darkness and choked by ash. The delicate balance of ecosystems, painstakingly evolved over millions of years, is shattered. Plants wither and die, starved of sunlight. Animals, their habitats destroyed and their food sources gone, succumb to starvation or thirst. The lucky few that survive the initial impact face a grim struggle for survival in a world that can no longer support them. The impact of a planet-killer asteroid is not just an event, it's a global reset, a cataclysmic punctuation mark in the long and winding story of life on Earth. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence, the precariousness of our perch on this pale blue dot in the vastness of space. And it's a call to action, a reminder that we must use our intelligence and ingenuity to protect our planet from the dangers that lurk both within and beyond our atmosphere. Earth's ordeal begins with a cataclysm. A global winter grips the planet. Life endures, adapting and evolving. Humanity rises to cosmic challenges. Scientists develop asteroid deflection technologies. Time is crucial for asteroid deflection. Underground bunkers offer survival hope. Diversifying humanity across multiple worlds. We confront cosmic threats with hope.